The overall inspiration for moving to LA was because I feel like I needed a fresh start. I have just came out,
Mm.
and we were in the midst of all this just craziness and chaos with Trump being elected and all this type of stuff happening. I just felt like New York City was not the place for me to start anew. That's the push to get out here. But the person that told me to come out here and didn't answer my text messages until I came out here was KC. Okay, so she the real reason why I'm out here, y'all. She the real reason
No, you're
because
the reason.
I'm the reason,
You're the
but
reason.
she threatened me in text messages.
That's it, that's all. That's it, that's all. Tell me how you feel. That's it, that's all. That's it, that's all. Black excellence at its finest. How that skin glow, she's a true diamond. With the world at her back, she's still smiling. Never let that crown till she stays thriving. That's it, that's all. That's it, that's all. Keep it real. That's it, that's all. That's it, that's all. Is that really it though?
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to That's It, That's All. Y'all know me, your host, Casey Carnage. And today we got one of my very, very best friends, one of the most amazing artists that I've come across to. He's an icon in the making. We got Christopher Jordan on the show.
Hi.
And today we're going to get to know him. This man has done so much. I mean, I can tell you because, I got the graveyard secrets, but we're going to talk about his professional life, working with various artists such as Lucky Daye, Babyface, Brandy, and just recently, yes, he was with the Queen Bee on the Renaissance tour. And let's just get into it.
Hi.
Hey, Chris.
Hi, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? I'm very proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
know.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
So let's dig into in your early years, Chris. I've known you basically all my life, but the people don't know you. I've known you to be very creative at such a young age. What inspired you, and what was it that said that I need to be an artist?
Oh wow. Wow, I've never that's a great question. I've never actually thought about that. I can speak to what I was inspired by, and my entire family is artists, as you know. And so my mom always instilled in us to just do the things you love. And so the thing that I loved the most and the thing that fed me and my passion was art. And so anything that had to do with art, dance, theater, drawing, any of that stuff, I was trying to be in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you think that it was like a calling? Because my thing is I was like, I mean, I guess I was there when you picked up the brush, but how did you know, really know that you were good and you wanted to hone into that art? Because I mean, we all went to gifted and talented schools,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But you've taken your art to so many different mediums. How did you navigate through that?
I don't know. I feel like the first time I actually knew I was good, I guess, was and what's that lady's name? Our teacher in
With popcorn?
Glenfield. No, in Glenfield we drew the portraits.
Oh, Miss
Miss
Allen.
Allen. In Miss Allen's class, that's for sure when I fell in love with portraiture, because she taught me how to draw faces and the correct
Not
way
the
to
art
do.
museum.
No.
You remember them Indians?
Yeah. Well, that was way after that though. But yeah, no, I feel like no.
Sorry, y'all,
no.
Native Americans.
Right, we're using the pastels on the. Oh god, I'm trying to get. We're gonna talk about that too.
Okay.
I'm trying to get in with Montclair Art Museum. If y'all,
Okay,
if
Montclair
y'all
Art
watching,
Museum.
I'm trying to be a part of y'all next exhibit. Anyway, I'm off track. So when did I know I was good?
Yes.
So I guess it was around there in Miss Allen's class, and then I actually dropped the paintbrush for a very long time. When I went to college, I just didn't do any drawing. It was just architecture. And then
And what school did you go to?
I went to Pratt Institute in Brooklyn. 5-year college. I didn't get no sleep. I worked in the field for about 10 years actually after that, but I didn't pick up the paintbrush again until I moved to LA. It's when I turned 30. So I had not painted for 10, 15 years. And then I started painting when I got here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's dig into it. As artists, we're tortured souls, right? What inspired you to move to LA, and what was those challenges behind that?
The overall inspiration for moving to LA was because I feel like I needed a fresh start. I have just came out, And we were in the midst of all this just craziness and chaos with Trump being elected and all this type of stuff happening. I just felt like New York City was not the place for me to start anew. That's the push to get out here. But the person that told me to come out here and didn't answer my text messages until I came out here was KC. Okay, so she the real reason why I'm out here, y'all. She the real reason.
No, you're the reason.
I'm the reason.
You're the
but
reason.
She threatened me in text messages, y'all.
Cause that's my best friend, y'all. I was just like, what you doing? Like, for real. It's cold.
No.
It's cold. You don't want to be there.
That part too.
You
Because
won't
I'm
be there struggling through the snow.
Girl,
Nobody want to do that.
I had on sweat socks yesterday. And some sweatpants and the hoodie and the jacket. I was like, oh my God, I'm still acting like I'm not from Jersey. But actually, to be totally honest, I feel like my story is a lot less tumultuous than a lot of people who move here. When I got here, I had you guys. I had some stability. I really didn't know what my plan was. I had not had a job secured or any of that stuff for real when I got here.
And when you started here, was you? I mean, I know your story. I'm asking these questions as if I don't know you.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what you gotta do.
Did you start in your art here? What did you start doing when you came here?
You mean the painting?
No. Like, as far as, like, you came here, you weren't secure. What was your first job? Were you?
Oh, dang, what was my first job? I don't know. I feel like I was laying around trying to figure it out the whole time. But when I finally secured a job, it was Ralph Gentili Architects.
He's an architect, y'all. He's
they
an
are,
architect,
yes.
y'all. We not playing. We got real people. He got the juice.
They're a restaurant architecture firm, and I did some really great work with them. It was a short stint because I worked with them for I moved here in 2018, pandemic hit in 2020, and I got laid off. So I did a few jobs with them. It was a really great team, small boutique firm, like five of us rather. And then I started CRV Productions right after that.
Okay. So you, in turn of you starting your company, CRV Productions, where they do photography, they do film, they do editing, they do the whole shebang. Whatever you want, they got.
Yes, ma'am.
What made you not want to go back into architecture?
That was a really hard decision because I've always wanted to be an architect. Even outside of all art, I just that's where I wanted to be. I am a person who likes to be comfortable, and not always in a way where it's like a crutch or anything, but I felt like I needed a challenge. And so I also was not being appreciated as much as I wanted to be at architecture firms, like literally microaggressions every day, not being paid the way I need to be paid, and I was doing great work. You know what I mean?
The work.
And I say, you know what? I'm not about to do this. I'm going to just work for myself. And so...
And when did CRV come to fruition?
CRV came to fruition, I can't even remember. I feel like we've been in business for... The first year, we didn't really do a whole lot. But I feel like... When was it? Right after the pandemic. It was the pandemic. We started putting it together after the pandemic. And then things literally just started falling into place. The decision to leave architecture and not go back, because I actually got an offer letter to come back once the pandemic kind of calmed down, and I ignored it, completely ignored it. I went with my intuition and was like, you know what, Chris? Any type of crutch that is thrown at you is going to deter you from your real purpose and your real passion. And so that path showed itself to me, and I stayed true to it. So,
well, that's what's up. I mean, I feel like divine intervention
absolutely
is real, right?
Absolutely.
Like, things happen, and you're like, well, maybe, and the comfortability does help. It's like, I could get this
check every 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
Is that what's going to? Enhance and evolve what my purpose is going to be. So, like, that's dope that you were able to figure out that, wait, I can't do this. I could, but it's not going to be right. And most people can't do that, you know? So that's amazing that you were able to recognize that. All right, so let's talk about CRV Productions. Tell us about that. Like, how's it been? What's going on?
CRV Productions has been my entire life, especially for the last 2 or 3 years. The work we have done with this company and just trying to build it from scratch and just where we're at now is just leaps and bounds. Like, literally, Ro, myself, you, we all came together and decided we wanted to do something, put it together, and then literally, Casey, I'm not even gonna lie, like we got them first few jobs, and then after that, we had a little cold spell for a little bit, and then stuff just started rolling. Like, we work a lot. We pride ourselves on working with all Black creatives, because it is our passion to make sure that we are displaying our people in the brightest, most colorful, most intriguing of lights. And so we just, I don't say we do film, we do graphic design, we do photo, we do content creation, we do a little bit of everything, honestly.
Okay. What's been your favorite project and what's been your least favorite project?
Oh, I ain't gonna do that.
Oh, yes, we are.
Not the least favorite project.
We get to the end on that's it. That's all.
Oh my God. Okay, so
Gambling is part of the culture of America, since even before we were America. I'm Norman Chad. I know gambling. I've played blackjack and poker. I've bet sports and horse races. I've even hit the slot machines at a Pahrump, Nevada 7-Eleven. You say gambling, I say gambling mad. So join me on Gambling Mad with Norman Chad, wherever you find your podcasts. Follow us on socials at Gambling Mad Show or at Gambling Mad Norman Chad at YouTube.
What's been your favorite project and what's been your least favorite project?
Oh, I ain't gonna do that.
Oh, yes, we are.
Not the least favorite project.
We get to the end on that's it. That's all.
Oh my God. Okay, so to date, my favorite project was shooting for the Be Good Foundation alongside the Renaissance World Tour. That was incredible.
Yes, y'all.
Incredible.
He was working with the Queen.
That was an incredible experience. Like, just
And you tour not only nationally but internationally.
internationally, yeah. And I hadn't even been out of the country. I mean, I've been out of the country, like, Caribbean and stuff, but I have not been across the pond yet. And so it's my first time to all of these places: Poland, Germany, Paris, all these places. It was just amazing. Amazing.
It's so amazing to see your friends win, right? One of my favorite moments in that journey for you, and it was personal for me, is that, as you guys are gonna know, you're gonna get to know, like, literally this has been one of my best friends since we were like 6 years old. And we've grown up together in different versions of each other. But I remember one Mother's Day, Chris painted a portrait of my grandmother and gave it to my uncle. Now, my uncle is a musician as well, and he tours around the country, around the world, all these things. And one of his fans has a cafe shop, and they named it after my grandmother. So there is a Nancy Lee cafe in Warsaw, Poland. Yeah, Warsaw, Poland.
Which I got to visit.
And I was just like, that was touching to me, because I was just like, somebody that knew this woman, that painted this woman, that gave this painting to somebody in LA, ended up getting to see it in Poland.
In Poland. My art's in Poland.
In Poland. It was just like, it warmed my heart, and I was just like, you never know what's going to happen, right? Yeah. You just put your art out freely, and I know that you are an advocate about putting your art out. So how do you want to be the change, Chris? I definitely want to be the change through. I'm multi-hyphenate, but I definitely want to be the change. Okay, Dr. Wendy.
Want to be not trying to do that. I don't got 4 degrees. I'm not that person. Oh my God, that sounds so bad, didn't it? Guys, I promise you, I'm the humblest guy in the person. I'm not that guy.
We just joking.
I do a lot of things as an artist, and I'm very proud of that. But I think the thing I'm most proud of is my love for painting, because that is just an extension for me of the universe. Like I'm just a vessel to create those pieces, and so I like to create my change through my pieces. So if a person stands in front of one of my pieces and they feel some type of emotion, something that inspires them, something that just drives them to be better, that's the change I want to be. You know what I mean?
So what drives you?
A lot of things. These questions are amazing. Dang, what drives me? I don't want to be cliche and say my passion drives me, but it literally, yeah, I don't want to be that artist, like, but it is. It's like it was the driving force for me to come out here. Even in architecture, the thing was the back of my mind was my paintings, those type of things. And so my drive to, you know what my drive is? My drive is continue to make art that shows us in a great light.
Okay.
Because we don't get that. There's so little of it in everywhere, in media, in literature, everywhere. There's no good, there's not a lot of positive images of us. And so I want to use my art too.
That's what's
my
up.
driving force.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So, I was watching a document. Well, I've watched a lot of documentaries, especially about artists, musicians, or whatever. And what I realized is the difference between a lot of people that are successful and some people that give up is the support of their family. And being that I know your family, do you feel like that's made a difference, the support and the backing?
Oh, absolutely. First, I mean, I've honestly had to like kind of tunnel vision things. And not been able to communicate with my friends a whole lot and my family a whole lot. And they, whenever I'm able to come up for air and I talk to them, it's like we hop right back into it. And I appreciate the understanding there because being 3 hours away, people don't realize how big of a change that is for your lifestyle.
Also the time zone.
The time zone, yeah. Like it's like by the time I'm waking up, they had midway through their day. And so trying to catch up with them during the week, like it's just a lot of stuff. But my family has been incredibly supportive behind me, and it's everything.
His mom is an artist too.
My mom's a seamstress. My sister is a hairstylist. My other sister is event planning and stuff. Like we're all like the art. They understand.
They get it. They get it. That's what's up. Yeah. Okay, so I want to play a game.
Oh,
we're gonna play a quick game, and then we're gonna get into. I want to talk about some of your pieces that you feel has touched you. There's 2 pieces in particular that I want to talk about. But before that, let's have a little fun. We can break it up from the monotonous of the questions.
Let's do it.
It's called Roll With It or Bounce.
Yeah, okay.
And this is about, I know you got a fiance, don't kill me, bro. But, and this is going to be in theory. Okay. We got to do this in theory. Or maybe not.
Okay, I mean, it is.
Who knows?
We playing the game.
Roll with it or bounce. They have
bounce.
over 10,000 followers on Instagram.
Okay. Shout out to y'all.
Would you roll with it or bounce?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the company. I'm like, ooh, child. I can't. All right, so wait, ask the question again. Sorry, I'm sorry.
They have over 10,000 followers on Instagram. Would you roll with it or bounce?
What do you? Oh, like a dating them or something?
Yeah, like if you were dating somebody.
Probably bounce because
they do too much.
Too much. These micro influencers be acting up. I can't. I really can't.
Okay. They want to pursue a long distance relationship with you.
I've done that before, and it's a bounce.
Bounce.
It's a bounce.
No, I need you her.
Yeah, no.
I need you her.
It could work, but no.
They have a high sex drive.
Oh, I'm rolling with that. It's Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Ow.
Okay.
Ow.
They are too independent.
Is that a thing? To be too independent? I want that. Because you don't got to be up on me all the time.
Chris don't like to be bothered.
I like my zen, my namaste by myself sometimes.
You don't like to be bothered.
Go ahead. You going to the library? Go ahead.
Okay. They crack open eggs and place the eggshells back in the carton.
Bounce.
I do that.
Bounce. Because that's not nasty.
No, the egg
just throw them in the garbage.
Well, if you cooking, here's the thing: if you cooking, you don't got time to find the garbage. The garbage be over there. You crack, put it in the carton.
Okay, that's different. But okay, if you're cooking and you're just trying to keep things organized, yeah. But if that's going back in the fridge afterwards, then it's a no. I'm bouncing.
They don't like to spend money.
I'm rolling with that. I'm
cool,
yeah.
Like safe.
I love someone that saves.
Okay, I'm gonna do the last 2.
Shout out to my baby, bro.
They don't express their opinions enough.
Oh, I'm bouncing. I love someone who is opinionated and who I hate indecisiveness. Right, I love someone who literally knows what they want. You know what I mean? Like I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was a roll with it or bounce.
I like that. I gotta buy that game. I like that.
All right, well, let's jump into it.
Okay.
So there is a cover that you did for Lucky Daye. And explain to how that came about. And was that one of your first like celebrity clients in a sense, or?
Anyone out there feel like the issues of our time are insanely important, but getting argued to the point of stupid?
Or how people hushing artists online are missing the whole point of artistry?
Not to mention the First Amendment. Welcome to Slap the Power. I'm Rick Barrio-Dill.
And I'm Asia Nakia. With each episode of Slap the Power, we bring together artists who are using their talent and personal stories to ignite awareness, spark conversation, and mobilize support for today's most pressing issues.
Sonics.
Love.
Action.
Progress.
Slap the Power. Everywhere you get your podcasts or get it delivered free to your inbox at slapthepower.com.
So there is a cover that you did for Lucky Daye. And explain to how that came about. And was that one of your first like celebrity clients in a sense, or?
Yeah, that was that Lucky Daye cover was a pivotal point for me in my career as an artist. Here in LA, I feel like that gave me some stain. So, and then after that, it was like a ricochet effect of a lot of work that came afterwards. Shout out to Natalie Prosper
Hey, Nat.
and Paris Hines, because
Hey,
they're the ones that gave me the
Paris.
job. They are
Friends only.
They are the best, the absolute best humans on the planet. Outside of what they actually do, they are super beautiful humans. They say, "Hey, Chris, we love your work. Can you help us out with this?" And so I did the whole basic rebrand of his album's called Painted, and so got a painter to paint him. I did the Roll Some More cover. He did a remix with Babyface called Shoulda for the soundtrack of what's the name of that movie? What's the name of the movie? Eddie Murphy and Halle Berry. Oh my God.
Oh,
Mark.
Boomerang.
Yes, Boomerang.
I was like Eddie Murphy, Halle Berry.
Yeah, that. Well, they did a remake, so it was not.
Was
on
it
the
a
soundtrack.
show?
They did a
Was
remake.
was it a movie or a sitcom? I think
Well,
it was a TV show.
I think that came out. I don't know if it
I
went
think
for
it
the
was a
show. I don't know if it
'cause
went for the
was
show or.
Lena Waithe, right? She was the executive producer.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I don't be up with. The
But
timeline.
Boomerang.
But yeah, but Boomerang. It was that song. It was from that soundtrack, and then they redid the song. And it was just amazing. It was amazing. I did that painting overnight because they needed to get it out real quick, and then we did graphic overlays and stuff, and it was just a beautiful experience. But that was my first big, just like splash
Okay.
in LA. as an
So
artist.
let's talk about, I guess, your most recent. What was your favorite picture that you can remember taking on the Renaissance tour or with Be Good, the foundation?
I don't know if I have a favorite picture. I will say that any content that I shot I actually do. One, I'm going to be indecisive. There's a picture that I shot of Tyler Perry, and he was praying over the folks when we did our luncheon in Atlanta. He was the guest there, and just the power that just oozes out of that picture. I look at it all the time and I'm just like, wow, this just I can't even believe I was a part of this moment. You know what I mean? And anything from those luncheons, because those luncheons, we were helping small Black businesses, people. We were connecting people within each area that we were in. So we went to Atlanta. We did one in Los Angeles. We did about, I think it was about 10 of them, and then Be Good gave out $10,000 grants to each business, which was really dope. But just being able to experience and capture that love was just amazing for me. I loved it.
Well, if you had to label yourself a type of artist, what would you label it? Like, what would you say your brand is?
Are we talking about just painting, or are we talking about
general.
overall? Oh,
You
wow.
as Christopher Jordan, the artist.
I don't know. I don't know what to call that.
I'll make you think. Dig deep.
Oof. This is call myself an all-around artist, a person who I feel like I bleed art. Like without art, I would not survive, and so it is literally integral for me. It's crucial in my life. So that's the type of artist I am. I'm that artist that without art, I would not survive.
breathe again.
Right. Breathe again.
I'm not gonna stop breathing.
Yes, I'm that artist. On the camera
So
one,
what's
two.
next for you? What's next for you? What's the next project? What are you excited about in the future?
I'm excited to continue to scale our business, and to continue to be at the Grammys, be at the Oscars, all these things. We also want to be in those spaces where we're creating art that is appreciated by millions, and so we'd like to get an Oscar or an Emmy for our work at some point in the near future. Yeah, we think of big. We think of big. Yeah, I'm excited about that, and I didn't get to really paint last year, so I'm really excited about that. I have like 8 paintings in progress right now. So one thing I'm really excited about is throwing a gala called the Chroma Gala for Black and Brown artists. And so right now we're in the fundraising stages. That's supposed to parallel Freeze Week.
Well, if you need a host, that's all.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm with my co-collaborator Nikita Moore. Shout out to her; she's really amazing. Art Loud LA, they are supporters of black and brown artists. She actually helped me sell my first painting in LA.
Oh, I would like to know her.
She's really amazing, Nikita. Yeah, you should bring her on the show.
Yeah,
you should definitely bring her on the show.
Her.
I would tell
I'm here for it. We
Yeah.
all here for all the black and brown.
She's literally,
especially the black women.
Oh, the black women. First of all, black women are holding me down since I've been in LA. Which game am I supposed to look at? That one? Black women, y'all been holding me down. And I will do everything in my power to continue to hold y'all down through my art, through everything that I do. Black women raised me. Black women continue to pour into me. I love y'all so much. I just had to say that, sorry. Because and this year, I'm very intentional, too, about anytime I see a black woman in the street, I'm like, trying to compliment her or, like, I'm pouring into y'all.
No,
I'm pouring
and here's
into
the
y'all.
thing, like, we have to pour into each other because we have to pour into our black men as well.
Hello, I appreciate that.
It's a revolving door. What we're here about, I say it all the time on my show, and I continue to repeat it. That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
It's not only spreading the lives through black women, but also continuing to highlight our black artists.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very important to me to open it up to all black artists, our artist spotlights, because we need y'all.
Yeah.
The world needs us.
I love
period.
that. Thank you.
And so that's very important. Like, everybody has their mediums. Like, I like to talk, so this is my medium.
Yeah.
I like to connect.
Yeah.
This is my medium. I love when people are continuous, like that tree, right? People just keep growing off these leaves and keep branching out, and it's very important to build a proper community.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that's really about it.
Yeah,
But,
because I was sorry. I was sad at first because I was like, she ain't going to have no men's on here, and I want to talk.
No, it's so funny. No, it is so funny about it. Like,
no, because you was highlighting the black queens. I appreciate that.
Because
I was
here's
like,
the thing,
yeah.
like, I'll give you a tidbit.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't feel black women were appreciated in LA.
No.
And I was like, if I'm going to be given if I'm going to be given a platform, the one thing I do know I talk about is being a black woman in America.
Yeah.
And also, I'm also an artist. So I was just like, I also want my artists on here.
Yeah.
And not only do I want my women artists, I want all black artists.
Yeah.
And because it's important, it's very important to me. It's always been very important to me to connect and link people and spread love into people and show how great people are to the other people that I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's always been a passion of mine. So I had to, when you create something, sometimes you have to revert and redirect, and that's what it directed on. And I had a list that was like, I rolled it out. I was just like, I know too many amazing people. Y'all gotta come on this show. And I could not do this. I could not do this with my best friend. I could not, we've had late talks about our dreams and our goals.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, this interview
This
was
has
very
been
important.
a long time coming. We've been talking about this
Do you remember Melanin Mike? Our first
years. This has had so many iterations. This has been,
So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I want to say thank you.
Thank
Is
you.
there anything else that the people should know about Chris? For that, because I was about to say Chris Titty Paints. All right. Is there anything else you want the world to know about Christopher Jordan?
I just want y'all to watch out because 2024 is going to be a really big year. I'm calling it. It's a big year for my art. It's a big year just for black art in general. And you're going to see a lot more of me. I usually don't even talk like this. So this is my first, this is like a little cherry pop because I don't be doing interviews and stuff. So I definitely want to get this shock we're going to. So it's going to be a lot more talking. But you're going to see amazing art. If you guys are not already following me, you can follow me at Chris Teddy Paints. I don't know if I'm jumping ahead. Sorry.
You are, but
I'm going to wait then because she's the host. Sorry.
it's okay. I like to. I said, you are.
My bad.
At the end of all my shows, I like to leave a message to either your younger self or the people out there in the world that you want to know. If there was any message that you want to give to the young Chris about moving forward, pursuing your dreams, your goals, and living in your truth, what would you say?
Fear and following faith.
Fear, follow faith, quadruple forward. No, quadruple F's.
Yes, quadruple S.
Quadruple
Seriously,
F.
I used to be so afraid to just jump out and do stuff, but really leaning into your intuition and trusting yourself and your art and your abilities. I wish my 10-year-old self knew that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Christopher Jordan, for joining the show. How can the people find you?
The people can find me on all the things. So on Instagram at Chris Teddy Paints. I think I'm on Twitter. I couldn't get the S, so it's Chris Teddy Paint. And then on TikTok is Chris Teddy Paints. It's all, you'll find me. Just type in Chris Teddy Paint and I'll pop up somewhere.
Well, there you have it, guys. Thanks again for showing up and showing out for us on That's It, That's All. If you have any questions and you want to reach out to this amazing artist, you know his handles. We'll have his handles on the page. Like, subscribe, share, do all the things. And that's it.
That's all.
That's It, That's All is written by me, Casey Carnage, and produced by myself and Rick Barrio Dill. Associate producer Bree Corey, audio and video engineering and studio facilities provided by Slap Studios LA with distribution through our collective, Slap the Network. If you have any ideas for a show you want to hear or see, please email us at info@slapthepower.com. And as always, go to that'sitthat'sall.com and sign up there to make sure you will never miss a thing. See you next show.